The epic journey of the Lord of the Rings trilogy, directed by Peter Jackson, remains one of the most ambitious filmmaking endeavors in cinematic history. Shot simultaneously over an extended period, the three films, The Fellowship of the Ring, The Two Towers, and The Return of the King, were produced in a non-linear fashion that required the cast and crew to jump between different storylines and timelines on a daily basis. This unique production approach allowed for greater efficiency in utilizing sets, locations, and actors' schedules, but it also created challenges when unexpected incidents disrupted the carefully planned shooting schedule. One such incident involved the actor Viggo Mortensen, who portrayed the rugged and noble Aragorn throughout the trilogy. Known for his intense commitment to the role, Mortensen immersed himself fully in the character, often staying in character offset and participating in physically demanding activities to maintain authenticity. During a weekend break from filming, Mortensen joined some of his co-stars, the actors playing the hobbits, in a recreational outing that included surfing. While enjoying the waves, an unfortunate accident occurred. His surfboard flipped violently in the air and struck him directly in the face. The impact was severe enough to cause significant swelling, bruising, and a pronounced black eye that left one side of his face visibly injured and partially swollen shut. When Mortensen arrived on set the following day to film scenes set in the treacherous Mines of Moria from the Fellowship of the Ring, the injury was impossible to ignore. His eye was described as bulging outward, blackened and bruised like that of a professional boxer who had taken a hard punch. The swelling made it difficult for him to open the eye fully, and the discoloration was stark against his otherwise composed demeanor. Mortensen, ever the professional, immediately apologized to Peter Jackson upon arrival, expressing genuine regret for the timing of the mishap. He understood that his appearance could potentially derail the day's shooting plans, especially since the scenes in question required close-up shots and frontal views of Aragorn leading the Fellowship through the dark, goblin-infested caverns. Peter Jackson, faced with this unexpected complication, had to think quickly on his feet. The Mines of Moria sequence is one of the most iconic and visually intense parts of the first film, featuring dramatic lighting, intense action, and crucial character interactions. Shooting head-on would have highlighted the injury prominently, breaking the immersion for audiences and potentially requiring costly reshoots or heavy makeup attempts to conceal it. Makeup could only do so much for such a fresh and severe bruise, and digital fixes in post-production were far less advanced or practical at the time compared to modern CGI capabilities. Instead of halting production or attempting to mask the injury outright, Jackson adapted his directing approach creatively. He decided to film Mortensen primarily from the side for the affected scenes, using angles that kept the injured eye out of direct view or minimized its visibility. This adjustment allowed the crew to proceed without major delays, preserving the momentum of the shoot while maintaining the integrity of the performance. The side profiles emphasized Aragorn's determined expression, his flowing hair, and the rugged lines of his face, which aligned well with the character's weary yet resolute nature during the perilous journey through Moria. This behind-the-scenes story highlights the unpredictable realities of large-scale filmmaking, where even the most dedicated actors can encounter real-world accidents that bleed into the fictional world they are creating. Mortensen's surfing injury became a small but memorable anecdote in the lore of the trilogy's production, one that fans might never have noticed on screen due to Jackson's clever camera work. It also underscores the camaraderie among the cast. The weekend outing with the hobbits reflected the genuine bonds formed during the long months of filming in New Zealand, where the actors often spent time together off-camera to build the chemistry essential for their on-screen fellowship. Peter Jackson has since reflected on these kinds of incidents in interviews and special features, emphasizing how the non-linear shooting schedule meant that every day brought new challenges and surprises. One moment the team might be capturing the emotional farewell at the end of The Return of the King, and the next they could be back in the early days of the Fellowship's formation. Such fluidity demanded flexibility from everyone involved, from the director to the actors to the entire crew. Mortensen's black eye incident is a perfect example of how real life intruded on the fantasy, yet the production team turned it into an opportunity for resourceful problem-solving rather than a crisis. Fans of the series often pore over making-of documentaries, extended editions, and behind-the-scenes footage to uncover these hidden stories. The Black Eye episode adds another layer of appreciation for the dedication required to bring J.R.R. Tolkien's world to life. Viggo Mortensen's willingness to push physical boundaries, even in his downtime, mirrors Aragorn's own journey from reluctant ranger to king. The injury, though painful and inconvenient, ultimately became just another testament to the human effort behind the epic fantasy. Jackson's decision to shoot from the side preserved the scene's tension and drama, ensuring that audiences remain fully immersed in the darkness of Moria with